The Apple MacBook series has been a long-standing favorite among users, and with the introduction of the M1 and M2 chips, its performance has reached new heights. Today, we will delve into the comparison between the M1 and M2 chips to help you decide if upgrading to M2 is worth it. There isn't any doubt that the M2 chip is better than the M1 chip. Of course, since it is the successor chip, it is bound to be the obvious choice, especially if you don't have an Apple gadget that has an M1 chip or if you are just new to Apple. But if you already own a MacBook or an iPad with the M1 chip and you were debating whether you should upgrade to M2, well, stay tuned as we help you decide which one is better for you. Let's get started and talk about GPU cores. The 8 cores on the M1 might seem amazing, but hold your horses, as the M2 destroys its predecessor with 10 strong cores, providing a jaw-dropping 25% gain in graphics performance at the same power level. While it is true that the M1 chip is pretty insane on its own, the increased number of cores makes it possible for the M2 chip to execute numerous processes or complicated programs simultaneously, something which cannot be matched by the M1 chip. However, that's not all. The M2 Pro comes equipped with 19 GPU cores, which is an increase of 3 over the M1 Pro. But the Pro version is nothing in front of the M2 Max, which is equipped with 38 GPU cores, which are 30% faster than the M1 Max. Now that is just crazy levels of performance. What more do you need, right? But wait till you hear about the memory of both chips. The M2 processor supports 24 GB of unified memory, while the M1 chip can only handle 16 GB. This means that multitasking and demanding applications will benefit from a massive increase of 50% in memory bandwidth. M2 takes the cake here easily. But that is just the beginning when it comes to memory. Did you know that the M2's memory controller can support an incredible 100 GB of combined memory? This makes the M1's memory bandwidth of 68.25 GB pale in comparison, even though, compared to the rest of the market, the M1 chip is pretty good. The increasing memory support means that the M2 processor is a powerhouse for multimedia tasks such as video editing, 3D rendering, and gaming. Such impressive numbers, yet Apple went the extra mile and made sure that new records have been set by the M2 Pro and M2 Max, both of which have 32 GB of fast unified memory, with the M2 Max going all out with 96 GB of unified memory bandwidth. That is just mind-blowing. Such levels of memory aren't even used by most people, but if you're in a creative field or any field that requires powerful specs to do your work comfortably, well, you will need the M2 Pro and M2 Max. We've talked about the GPU and memory. Now, one key component remains, and that is the CPU. The M1 and M2 both have 8 CPU cores and 8 threads, but the M2 processor wins because of its higher maximum frequency of 3.5 GHz compared to the M1's 3.2 GHz. This basically means that the M2 chip is 18% more efficient in terms of CPU performance while using significantly less power. Imagine being so powerful, yet being more efficient too. Now that is impressive, even by Apple's standards. Feast your eyes on the M1 Pro and M1 Max, sporting 10-core CPUs for that extra oomph. And if you're willing to go all in, the Mac Studio with M1 Ultra can be configured with a mind-melting 20-core CPU. It's like rocket fuel for your tasks. Without a doubt, the M1 chips were a game changer. However, the M2 chips, they really take it to new heights. The M2 is your passage to a mystical realm of lightning-fast speeds and unrivaled power if you are a content creator, gamer, or performance fanatic who craves greater efficiency, memory, and graphics capabilities. You can bet you will not have any issues concerning speed and performance. Considering the impressive upgrades, the M2 chip is undoubtedly a game changer, especially for content creators, gamers, and those seeking exceptional efficiency, memory, and graphics capabilities. However, the M1 chips remain great for regular use and can handle 90% of tasks efficiently. But how can you differentiate between the M1 and the M2? Do not worry, we've got you covered. First, look at the various iterations of the M1 in laptops and iPads. First of all, we have the iPad Pro 12.9-inch 5th generation. This powerful tablet provides a stunning display and performance capabilities suitable for creative professionals and demanding tasks. It's really amazing. But if you are into compact tablets, then we have the iPad Pro 11-inch 3rd generation. The smaller sibling of the 12.9-inch version, this iPad Pro also boasts excellent performance and features tailored for productivity. Still, want more power? Well, we have all the bases covered for you. The iPad Air M1 2020 fully utilized the M1 chip and brought desktop-class performance to the iPad Air lineup, making it a powerful and versatile device. Now let us talk about the M1 MacBooks. Firstly, we have the MacBook Air M1 2020. The M1-powered MacBook Air offers a fanless device, impressive battery life, and solid performance in a slim and lightweight form factor. Next up, we have the MacBook Pro 13-inch M1 2020. This variant of the MacBook Pro came with the M1 chip, catering to professionals seeking high performance in a more portable package. The next generation was the MacBook Pro 14-inch M1 Pro/Max 2021 and the MacBook Pro 16-inch M1 Pro/Max 2021. As we have already discussed, these redesigned MacBook Pro models offered even more power and capabilities for heavy workloads and professional tasks. Lastly, the latest is the Mac Studio M1 Max/Ultra 2022. The Mac Studio is likely a new addition to Apple's product lineup, aimed at professionals in creative industries who need powerful desktop capabilities. Lastly, with the M1, Apple also introduced the iMac with its M1 functionality. This really brought improved performance and efficiency to their all-in-one desktop computers. But now for the part you have all been waiting for, Apple's M2 chip-enabled devices. First of all, we have the Mac Mini M2 2023. The Mac Mini is a compact and versatile desktop computer, and the M2 chip will likely elevate its performance even further. Next up, we have the iPad Pro 12.9-inch 6th Gen and iPad Pro 11-inch 4th Gen. The M2 chip brings enhanced power and capabilities to Apple's iPad Pro lineup, catering to professionals and power users. This goes on for the rest too. We had the same increase in performance due to the M2 chip with the MacBook Air M2 2022 and MacBook Pro 13-inch M2 2022. However, the MacBook Pro 14-inch M2 Pro/Max 2023 and MacBook Pro 16-inch M2 Pro/Max 2023 are expected to feature the M2 Pro and M2 Max variants, boasting cutting-edge performance for demanding tasks. The M2 chip undoubtedly outshines its predecessor in terms of performance and future prospects. However, it comes at a higher price point, making it a substantial investment. Basically, all the M2-powered devices mentioned in this video are roughly estimated to be worth $350 more than their M1 counterpart. If you already own an M1 product, the steep price difference may not justify an upgrade to M2. On the other hand, for those without an M1 device, the M2 chip is a worthy choice. So, which of these amazing chips will you prefer? Ultimately, the decision to stick with M1 or upgrade to M2 lies in your specific needs and budget. Whichever chip you choose, both M1 and M2 will undoubtedly provide a remarkable experience. If you found this comparison helpful, please consider giving a thumbs up, subscribing to our channel, and hitting the bell icon for future updates. We are the Modern Day Geeks. See you in our next video.